It's still today, or should I say yesterday, but it's definitely not tomorrow unless it's today. Anyway, I'm getting an early start. Good few orders have come in over this afternoon. I've got to get out early to the Royal Mail Centre in the morning, so I'm running through a big chunk of these this evening, so I've got less to do in the morning. I can get all these packed up and ready to go. So let's take a look, see what's sold. That's where there should be some sort of cool edit or intro bit, but you're just getting me talking constantly instead. Right, first, I was afraid, I was petrified. We have 6 Peter May books. 6 Peter May, 1 hardcover, 5 paperbacks. For some reason they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have picked up the wrong book somewhere. What have we got? I'll Keep You Safe. The Critic. When I was sorting these out, I've picked up The Man With No Face instead of another copy of I'll Keep You Safe. So I'm going to stick that behind me there so that I remember to get that. But 6 of those books, and they have sold for £17.64. Very nice indeed. Let's sit that somewhere where I can get to them to pack them up. Down there will do nicely. Next, we've got a learning book. Kind of getting a wee bit late in the day for these, to be honest. I'm surprised. Geography, Nat 5 Geography, study guide. Great condition, all the usual. £6. I'll probably just send that out first class, see if I can get to them in time to make use of it. No idea when geography is, but I know it's usually quite late. Next, we've got The Rage War Book 2, Alien Invasion by Tim Lebon. Trying to make it sound exciting. Really good condition. Alien paperback. Predator into Prey. Yeah, it's a book based on the blockbuster films from 20th Century Fox. A huge, massive walloping, £4.25. And next, this is a slightly better sale. The Leaders We Need and What Makes Us Follow by Michael McCoby, Harvard Business School Press. Yeah, so leadership books, self-help, all of that stuff, they are worth looking out for. Sometimes they're worth jack, sometimes they're worth a couple of quid. £8.99 for that one there. And then we've got another bundle. Let's get to the top of it. So £12.99. 5 Clive Cussler. I haven't sold any Clive for a wee while, and I was just about to list some of these earlier on. I don't know, about 4 new Clive Cussler books to stick on, and as I was doing it, a sale for 5 came through. None of the ones I was listing, but still, another 5, £12.99. And then a single book, one I just grabbed the other day, really good condition, The Bee Sting by Paul Murray. A relatively new book, 2023, really good condition, you know, it's as new condition, first edition, all the rest of it. £11.99. Lovely. Then a pre-made bundle. I found these sell particularly well. The My Weekly and People's Friend kind of pocket novels. 4 of them, really good condition, obviously, and they're larger print books, which helps as well. £9.99 for the wee bundle of 4 of those. Which takes me on to the final sale to look at just now, which is 3 Val McDermott, 1979, Broken Ground and Still Life. Well, that was me trying to be Still Life, it didn't work, did it? No. And the 3 of them went for £9.99. So some nice wee bundles, a couple of single books, a good mix, a good balance. I'm hoping the sales continue on into the evening and, you know, make some money tomorrow. That would always be nice. Anyway, I'll be back in the morning to show you what else has gone out. It is now Thursday morning and just 2 more orders to share with you at the moment. First we have 3 Colleen Hoover. These just sell and sell and sell and sell. there's a couple of titles that you find quite often and a few that are less common, but if you see them, those 3 sold for, what was it, I'm going to guess, yes, £9.99 for 3 paperbacks, just made up in a bundle listing, like £3 each, buy 2, get 1 free, buy 3, get 2 free, and there's £3.99 postage, regardless of the size of the order. So 5 of these will go for £12.99, 3 of them go for £9.99. So if you can pick them up for, you know, less than £1, they might be worth your while. Although quite often they do sell on promoted listings, so eBay are obviously going to take a wee bit more out of that. But a couple of quid profit from 3 books, which is nice enough for me. Second up, which again is not a bad little sale, is an absolute pile of, a bundle of poo. Winnie the Pooh, what's it, Out and About series. So there's 19 books, 18 books, and then like the 19th book is the kind of parent's guide to the series. I found a couple of bundles of these in places where the kids' books sell like 7 for £1, I think was the deal. So 19 books, £3 to buy them, sell them for 30. Quite a nice little profit on that stack there. So a heavy bundle, but they'll get packed up, no bother at all. I've got another bundle left, I think. Maybe I had 3 originally. Is that 3? Yes, that's 3. And I've sold 1 before, sold 1 now, and there's 1 left. So they're not like, they don't fly out the door, but they're there and people will buy them. So 30 quid for that one. So let's say a couple of offers, but a couple of orders. Nothing huge yet, but it is very early in the day. I just wanted to get this biggie packed up and run to Royal Mail when I do my early run, because it doesn't really fit in the parcel box, and we'll see what comes later in the day. See you soon. And then we have The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's Daisy Jones and the 6. Seems to be quite popular at the moment. £4.25. And then 5 Peter James paperbacks. And a sneeze. 5 Peter James paperbacks, £12.79. And the big bundle of Disney books, as I was just packing them up and checking, turns out they're just round the corner, actually on the way to the post office, so I can drop that off. Save a lot of time and energy. Wee bit of an interlude. Bookmarks that was getting made up. Ordered them, it's 24-hour delivery, blah blah blah. And then Royal Mail hide round the corner outside my house, right? And they wait for me to go out and then run in and put a card through the door. 2 days running, the time on the card was like the time I left the house. I'm sure of it, they're schemers. But anyway, they've arrived. Not looked at them yet, obviously. Absolutely no idea how these have turned out. But figured, let's just share that with y'all. I was going to say share that with the world, but I think that's a bit optimistic or overstating it. Lots of rustling. Open me and see what's inside. It's a badger. I'm not opening a badger. I'm sure there's laws against that these days. You're not allowed to hunt badgers, are you? And open them up. Let's see if we can get the box open. Ugh. Okay, and there's the first little bit. There's the second little bit. And let's see how these have turned out. What have we got here? Thank you for your order. Oh, Hannah hand-picked my parcel today. Thank you, Hannah. Let's hope that you did a good job. Right. Right. Wrapped in the cellophane. Mule. Crichton. That's what the bag looks like. So I need to check the QR code works. It's always fun. I'll just give that a wee go first. Let's find my camera app. There's the camera. Hit the QR. Where does it take it to? It takes it to my shop. Excellent. So the bookmarks have arrived. Let's just take them out of this wee cellophane wrap and see what they look like from that. And peel. Just want to take the top edge off so I can slide. It's okay. The printing on it's pretty clear, but it's difficult. You do everything electronically these days, so when it comes to fonts in particular, see the font down the bottom there, it's difficult to know exactly what that's going to look like when it gets printed on different medium. So I don't think I would use that font again. It looks a little bit scrappy rather than anything else, but other than that, I quite like that. That's quite good, isn't it? I mean, they're nothing spectacular, they're fairly lightweight, but just something to put out with orders. Said to you guys if you ever sign up to anything, and obviously with the QR code in the back so people can go straight to my eBay shop. So that's the ones I'm sending out for the remainder of this month. Mickey Crichton, and I'll be using one of them myself. Why the heck not, eh? And then I'm not going to open these up just now, but sneak peek for next month, it's that one. That's all you're seeing. That's all you're seeing. Let's see what else we've got in here. More of those. More of those. More of those. More of those. So, a few unbeatable offer inside. Get a personalised greeting card from 99p from Sherbert Lemon. No. Don't think I'll bother, but thanks very much for offering. Alright, so that is a wee interlude. Just thought I would, as I've managed to pick that up, share with you what has come through. And let's see, just pinging some of these out in orders, see if it makes much of a difference. Obviously these things aren't free. I mean, they're not expensive. I think it works out like kind of 14 pence each, something like that, for the quantity ordered. You can get them cheaper if you order more, but don't want to order too many in case it's a complete and utter waste of time. So if somebody's buying a bundle, you know, more than a £5 basically, I'll chuck one of those bookmarks in because that makes it profitable. Otherwise, if I'm putting it out when I sell a book for £4.25, especially if it goes promoted listings, that's kind of like half my profits, so there wouldn't be much point in doing that. But yeah, let's just see how it all works out. Looks like I've just had a wee order come through. I wonder what it is. The Path of Druidry. Yeah, The Path of Druidry, Walking the Ancient Green Way by Penny Billington. Oh, it was handy, so obviously I just paused and went and found it very quickly. There you go. The Path of Druidry. Druidry. Penny Billington. Let's go into Inga. £6.99. So, a nice little sale. We'll get that one packed up and chuck in a bookmark. There we go. First one gone. Success. Right, I'll catch you on a little while. Right, last little bit for today. It's a wee bit later in the afternoon. Well, it's kind of mid-afternoon, isn't it? 2:45? What would you call that? Late afternoon? Mid-afternoon? I don't know, but it's going to get warm, so I want to go out and read my book for at least an hour. But a couple of sales that have just come by, and we have the first one here, Peter Rabbit, 3 Little Bunnies. I'm hoping that will go large letter. May even go envelope size, who knows. £3.99. Picked up a bundle of them. They were all new, so just selling them at £3.99 because the postage will be cheap. And secondly, another Philip Pullman, the Northern Lights trilogy. So I had these books, Philip Pullman, big stack of them for a long time, and every now and again one would sell, but it wasn't a common occurrence. So I took that listing down. Well, I took down all the Northern Lights books, the Dark Materials books, and turned them into sets, because I had a few different sets. I think I had 4 sets of this original one, and I've now got one left because that's another one sold for £8.99. So that seems to be working quite well. I've never stopped picking them up because it's one of these things. I love these books. Oh, that one's got an evening invitation for a wedding. 23rd of October 2004. I've missed it, but that's an awfully good nick for 21 years old, isn't it? 23rd, because that's the year I got married. Whoa. Wow, that didn't last long. Yeah, Philip Pullman, keep picking them up. It's books I loved them. I've never read them again since, right enough. Maybe I will revisit them one of these days. But I love them, so therefore that means everyone else should love them, and I keep picking them up, whether they sell or not. But putting them together in sets, £9, it's £3 a book. That seems to be working quite well. So happy with that. A couple of other wee things I just thought I would share with you. Let's get to the page that I was looking at. What have we got? Right, the shop. So as I'm now putting out the bookmarks with the QR codes on them, which I'll need to stick a Michael Crichton bookmark in with the 3 little bunnies. Does that work? Who knows, I'm getting it anyway. Yeah, now that I've got the QR code on there, which thankfully works, I thought let's just go and check the shop and see what's going on in there, because it's something, I'll be honest, I don't pay a lot of attention to. Every now and again I'll go in and update the featured items and such like, but I don't do much else with it, just let it take care of itself. But I was delighted to see 956 followers in the shop. That seems to have gone up quite dramatically. So nearly 1,000 people following the store, which is great. I do get a lot of repeat business, and I'm hoping that's why people always get their eyes out, see what pops up into the store. So if you're one of those followers of my eBay store, thanks very much. If you're not, why not, man? Just get on there, get it done, know what I'm saying? But no, I'm really happy with that, and now hit the 14,000 items sold. So not the millions of some of the big sellers, but considering what I've been doing, I'm very happy with that. 14,000. I've got 9,000 items listed at the moment, although some of them are obviously in multi-listings, etc. So having sold more than I've got listed, that's a wee kind of boost to the old confidence. It's nice to see that things are moving, so that was quite good to see. I'm going to go in and refresh the shop in a little bit. Also, a couple of comments. Let's go to the comments page. Where are we? Aye, so yesterday when I'm saying you shouldn't buy books from charity shops because you end up with too many of the blooming things, I've had a lot of comments in the past with people saying, oh, wish they could do it, but in their area the books are really expensive, so you can't pick them up for £3 for £1 and £4 for £1 and even 50p each to try and flip them. You've got to look for only the good ones. But really glad to see that there are a few folk out there who are as lucky as me. Julian, £4 for £1 to £1 each, and all his best flips come from the cheaper ones, so that's good. Nice one, Julian. I notice nobody is sharing where they live. Quite wise. I'm the only dafty that does that. Sky Juice, charity shop sells paperbacks for 25p each, or £5 for £1 or £3 for £1. I mean, that is absolutely banging. You're really not going to get much better than that, are you? And that's where you can just pick up in bulk if you've got the space and get them out for a reasonable price. Saying sorry, can't reveal my town. Secrets. Terrible. Can't get one for less than £1 where I live. Stuart, feeling it. And Limo Black, what happened with the Jaws book? So you might remember a week, 2 weeks ago, I'd sold a Jaws book, paperback copy of Jaws. I'm sure I've still got them kicking about here somewhere. And I had a few different copies of it. And in a previous order, I'd gone and sent out the wrong one. So I had a really nice condition, fairly early print of the Jaws paperback. Just glancing around in case I can see a copy of it lying about to show you. And I sent out the wrong one, so all I was left with was a couple of kind of same age prints, but really nowhere near as good condition. So I've gone back to the buyer and says, look, sorry, this is what I've done. If you want, I'll still send you out one of these copies and just refund you the cost of the book, and you can have it for the price of postage, just as goodwill. But I sent them some pictures along with it, and I said, nah, sorry, that's It's not doesn't suit their needs, so it was just a refund and cancel the order. So it happens, but when you've got multiples and they're in different conditions, make sure you check what you're doing. Nobody else would be stupid enough to do that except for me. And I think even when I sold the one first time, I've got a vague recollection of saying, oh, I think this might be the wrong copy, but I sent it out anyway. What can you do? But yeah, Jaws. This is my copy of Jaws. As I've mentioned, I used to do bookbinding, so I found an old paperback of it from, this is maybe 30 years ago now, and chopped it up, put the book into a block so that it fitted inside a nice little case, and just pasted the bits onto the cloth bound cover, what I made. So yeah, there was a wee project I was doing where I needed to do something like that. I can't even remember what the point of it was, but yeah, that's a hardback paperback copy of Jaws. I'm sure I did it with another couple. I had to do 3. So what else did we have? A Silence of the Lambs, hardcover paperback, and Red Dragon, hardcover paperback, which is probably daft doing all of those things at the time, but I needed to do something. At least it's not a first print paperback or anything, you know, I mean, that's like 20th. Jaws was a 14th, because I remember looking at Silence of the Lambs. It's definitely not, because it's got Jodie Foster on the front. So it was first published in 89, then it was in 1990 for the paperback, where it was reprinted 3 times, and then this edition was published in 1991, and in 1991 it was reprinted 29 times. It was popular then, wasn't it? So not first editions, but that's what I used to do, make books out of books, because what else are you going to do with books other than read them, you know? But anyway, that's what happened with the Jaws one. So a bit disappointing, because it was a nice sale, but you know, you learn from your mistakes, hopefully. Good to see lots of people who, just like me, are finding lots of great books in their wee community bookshop places, the bookstalls in the supermarkets. Tesco and Morrison seem to be the 2 that have it most often. So yeah, definitely get out, check those out, and supply them. That's probably the most important thing to do. The wee shop near me, there's 2 Tesco's in the town, a wee one and a big one. The wee one has the best community bookstall, and one of the reasons for that is because a lot of people donate stuff to it, including myself. So you go around and you drop off a couple of bags, then you've got 2 empty bags to do your shopping, which is great. And the more stuff that's there, the more people will stop and have a look, and the more people are inclined to go, oh, I can get rid of my stuff there too as well. So just by stocking the thing, it gets that ball rolling and does a lot better. The big one down in the town, I never take stuff down to it. Probably should, because that's like a much busier place, but it's just it's never in my head to go down there and do that. I don't really do my shopping there. I pop in now and again when I'm in that part of town and I need something, but the one nearby me, I'm in there regularly, so it's easy to do that. But by supplying these, if you've got one nearby, if it doesn't have much, you know, there's a couple of lonely looking paperbacks, if you've got a stack of stuff to get rid of, take it there, drop it in, fill up the shelves, and just watch that snowball effect take off. It will get a bit of momentum, and there'll be more and more there all the time. So yeah, definitely worth a do. But as ever, thank you all for your support. Thanks for the comments, thanks for the likes, thanks for everything. If you're watching this, you've not subscribed, why not? I would really like to get to 1500, kind of like 1450-ish at the moment. It goes up a couple, comes down a couple, goes up a couple, comes down a couple. It seems quite stable, shall we say, in the middle there, but it'd be really nice to see it tick over to 1500, so 1.5 thousand. That sounds like loads. Well, it is loads. It's absolutely a ridiculous number for this little head to cope with. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go on, subscribe, hit a like, leave a comment, all of these things that make YouTube go, oh, other people might want to see this video, and we'll let more and more, we'll drop more impressions of it, we'll share it with more potential viewers. I think at the moment, probably considering the YouTube audience, which is rather vast, shall we say, my videos get put in front of about 10,000 people. So considering the billions that watch YouTube, I only get a chance at about 10,000 people for each video. So the more interaction, the more that happens there, the more people YouTube will put that video in front of, and means that I get more viewers and gives me an excuse to talk even more mince as the days go on. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks again. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.